All right, this is my audience for Gino Plero's persuasive speech on methamphetamine, the dangers of methamphetamine abuse.
Hello, my name is Gino Plero and I'm from Hawaii Community College, and I'd like to thank you all for coming today and listening to my speech on the dangers of methamphetamine use. I have some personal experience with methamphetamine. My ex-wife was a meth user, and I had a friend that was overdosed from methamphetamine. His mother actually injected him and he overdosed and died. So it goes to show you how powerful methamphetamine is and how it affects families. Methamphetamine was first produced in 1919 in Japan. It was used as a decongestant, believe it or not. After that, during World War II, it was typically prescribed to soldiers in the Axis and Allied forces to give them more stamina, make them better fighters, stronger fighters. In 1967, the methamphetamine abuse or usage skyrocketed, so in order to combat that, the United States government enacted the Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention Act of 1970, and that made it hard to get ingredients to make meth and to also get amphetamines prescribed to you legally. As a result, meth labs popped up, gangs got involved and flooded the market, and the epidemic was born. There's a lot of reasons to discourage meth use. Two I want to focus on are health issues and also public and personal safety with meth labs. Methamphetamine comes in many forms: crystal form, powder form, pill form. Crystal form is usually smoked, powder form is snorted or eaten, pill form is ingested, and you can also do what is known as a booty bump, where you take methamphetamine and insert it in your rectum to get high. Methamphetamine produces a euphoric high, which lasts 5 to 30 minutes depending upon how you ingest it or take it. Methamphetamine has an immediate effect on your blood pressure, heart rate. It makes your body temperature soar as high as 108 degrees, which could lead to a stroke or heart attack. There's many things that methamphetamine does. I mean, you can just tell from what it's made of, taking it into your body. It's going to ruin your organs, your brain, everything is just going to get torn apart. But a few of the noticeable things that happen is it really ages people. They look young. A young girl or man will take it, and within a few months, a couple of years, they look like they're 60 years old when they're really only 20. Also, another thing that happens is because of the chemicals that are used in methamphetamine, they start to come out of your skin, secrete through your skin, and users think they actually have bugs in them, and they call them meth mites. And they start to pick at these where the chemicals are coming out, causing these lesions, and they'll actually pick holes through their skin. It's really horrible. The other thing is meth mouth, they call it, and meth, because of the chemicals once again in meth and smoking it or ingesting it, it rots your teeth out, it rots the enamel out of your teeth, and just destroys your mouth. Infection, really, really bad. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the meth labs, which are a danger to the community, public safety, people working in them and people living around them. Meth labs are huge fire and explosion danger because of the chemicals, and they're usually found because they either do catch on fire or they do blow up, and it's really dangerous. They also produce a lot of waste. For every 1 pound of methamphetamine product produced, the labs produce 5 to 6 pounds of waste, which is really hazardous, and because it's left outside usually, rains come, it gets in the water system, gets in the ground. The cleanup has to be done by hazmat crews. It is so toxic, so it's really dangerous to have in your community. The solution I'm presenting to help combat these issues is to get it before it even starts, and that's through education with us and our children. We need to get educated so we can teach our children, our family members, about the dangers of methamphetamine use. This way they can pass it on and fight this, one person at a time. The other thing is, if you have friends or family that do have an issue, talk to them, listen to them is the biggest thing. Listen, don't give up on them, and fight for them, because they're usually the last ones that know they have a problem. And by helping, people and educating ourselves and helping people, it's almost a pay forward thing where the people that we help will help another person. And pretty soon it becomes an epidemic in itself, and we can combat this and make this take this island back and this country back and make it a prosperous and safe place to live again. So I ask you for a commitment today, and that commitment is to educate yourselves and be proactive with the community. If you see someone that you know, or even that you don't know, you know, offer them help, talk to them, try to get them down the path to recovery, because one by one, like I said, we can take our own community back and give our kids a wonderful place to live. So with that being said, I'd like to say thank you for coming. I hope that the information I provided to you today, you can take and pass it on to family, friends, and by doing that, we can pay it forward and take back our own home one at a time. Thank you.